The Emerald Tablets. The Emerald Tablets of Thoth. We're up to tablet number 7, and we're going to reveal the identity of the 7 Lords. Now, many of you have probably wondered who the Lords are, who the 7 Lords are. Well, tonight, you get to find out who the 7 Lords are, at least according to Thoth. I think this is some of the most dramatic and exciting revelations that we've brought, and I think they're very powerful. I think they're very, very empowering, and I find it delightful to be able to study these and bring them to you. And it's just interesting that I never had much use for the Emerald Tablets, and now I'm all about the Emerald Tablets. It's great to be able to have this understanding of ancient knowledge, and it's great to have CB 90222 from Chicago. And if I've seen you before, I apologize because I've forgotten if I've seen you before, and it is really nice to see you here. And I have this, I look a little different today. I got this chair sitting next to me because Sandra's been sitting next to me all day. We had 3 appointments today, powerful things, really helping people out. And if you do want to have some work done from Sandra and I, we're here to help you. And I just got out of the gym, so I probably look a little bit gym hair, don't care. And we're here to really help you. We're here to, thank you, Carol. We're here to help you out very much. And if you want to contact us for work, serpentdove.org, jeffreydarty.com, and rawreflections.org. I am engaged, indeed. Michelle, nice to see you. Nice to see you, Ryan. And so let's get into the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. And I have lost about 50 pounds since December. Thanks to Jay Campbell, Jim Brown. Thanks to Sandra for giving me a lot of inspiration and the understanding of meditation and things that have just made it incredibly powerful for me. And I'm going to try to use my inside voice because she's sleeping. So let's get into tablet 7. I'm looking forward to it. And we're going to go ahead and share the screen and take a look at this Emerald Tablet number 7. And of course, I've got to find it. There it is. So let's jump right into the Emerald Tablets. And this is tablet number 7, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. And Thoth encourages us, and this is something that has become really real to me in my life over the past 4 or 5 months, especially since March, April, May, all of June. So yeah, since March, I kind of thought that I was doing pretty good back in March. I had the feeling that I was getting to about where I wanted to be. Personally, I was where I'd always wanted to be. I was content. I was happy. I had found the one. I was him. And I was very, very, again, happy and content, if need be, to spend the rest of my life in this NCK bunker, which is now for sale. If you need a good mobile home in Clearwater, Florida, with a really good lot rent of only $494 a month, of course, fully paid for. Nice place. I've enjoyed it. If I wasn't moving to live with and get married to Sandra, I wouldn't be moving. And we've got it at a really good price, $6,500, and I am motivated. So if you want to check out the NCK bunker, let me know. But at any rate, I thought I didn't think I had arrived, but I thought I was in a pretty good place. And I was probably on the edge of being content, which, as you'll see from what we're talking about today, is not is that a big old moth? Is not a good place to be, because we never really arrive, and we do need to stay open to wisdom. And believe it or not, Thoth talks about staying open to new cosmic knowledge. And I didn't know about Thoth until a couple of weeks ago. So to know that Thoth talked about new cosmic knowledge, we talk about new cosmic knowledge, it really is quite extraordinary. And he tells us that the light is eternal and it's darkness that is fleeting. So if you choose to team up with darkness, you're picking the losing side, if you will. And we need to stay in the light. And if we stay in light, it will soon dispel the darkness. And if you remember John chapter 1, in him was light. This light was the life of men. This light could not be overcome by darkness. And every person that comes into this system receives the light, the enlightenment of the message of the Master, the Christ, Jesus, the Lord, whatever you call him. I like to think that, there's not many people that are giving out this message of the light today. And I like to think that a lot of people that are getting this message today, we're at least having something to do with it. And I salute you for being here, seeking to help. We had another situation today of a woman that couldn't get out of a sociopathic, narcissistic, psychopathic relationship due to money. It is my heart's desire to be able to have a fund established where we can give people trying to get out of bad relationships some money to get out of there, to get a place to live in. They can repay it back on low interest loans, and that money will go right back into the kitty. Nobody makes any money on it. But to empower people, because there's a lot of women especially that are stuck in, oh, there's a piece of gum right here. I'm going to eat it. There's a lot of women that are stuck in bad relationships because they can't afford to get out. And unfortunately, that's a reality. And I think that we can work together to help them be able to get out of these relationships. That's a bad idea. Sorry about that. And Thoth encourages us to open our spirits to brothers and sisters of light so we can learn together and we can teach one another. And that's what we do here at NCK, New Cosmic Knowledge, thanks to Scotty Roberts for inventing this logo a few years ago. Stay open to your brothers and sisters of light. Be ready and willing to learn from people and keep your face towards your goal. Don't turn back. If you're looking behind you and you're trying to walk, you're like one of these people walking, talking on a cell phone and walking into poles, walking into fountains, walking off piers, walking out in front of traffic, walking in front of buses. Sometimes I wonder if it's purifying the gene pool. I know I shouldn't say that, but don't look back and forgive yourself, because your past does not equal your future. So don't let it rule your present. Your past does not equal your future. Don't let it rule your present. History, yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. Today's a gift. That's why it's called the presence. Now, here's a huge key. Sandra and I are always talking about meditation. We're always talking about inner work. We're always talking about it being an inside job. And the reason why is because it really is. And as you look at Thoth's work, he says that only the darkness in you can limit your light. And the only way to get rid of the darkness in you is to confront it with the inner work, to confront the dark night of the soul, to do the meditation, and to do the inner work. That's the only way to get rid of the darkness inside you that limits your light. The only way to get rid of the darkness in you is to go through the darkness in you, bit by bit, piece by piece, stone by stone. That's why I'm encouraging you folks to get with me on analytical life track analysis. We will go systematically through your life and clear out every bit of darkness in you so your light can shine. Go to New Cosmic Knowledge, go to jeffreydarty.com. That's the New Cosmic Knowledge website. You can book a session with me. The rates are there. And you can start getting your darkness cleared out so that your light can shine. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to look for the light. And I just want to encourage you. Doesn't matter how dark you think your current situation is, there is light there. It may be lost, but in the fact that it's lost is the way that it will be found. What do you mean, Jeff? If you know that your light is lost, if you know that you're not where you're supposed to be, go looking through your darkness, dealing with your darkness, doing the inside work, and in dealing with your darkness, you will find the light, I guarantee it. And light comes from the all, and light leads to the all. And here's how I know that you're going to make it, because the lords of the cycles are here. Thoth tells us they are. And we gain access to the very divine as we ascend. As we ascend, as we work, as we grow, we get access to the divine. We can ask them questions, and part of what you get when you're going through your life track analysis and you get your blink dialed back in, you get an Ethernet connection to the divine database, and you get your comforter activation. The Christ, the Lord, the Master, Jesus said that he'll send us another comforter that will teach us all things and will guide us into all truth. Have you ever needed to know all things? Or how about most things? Most of you would settle for some things, like me. All things, and be guided into all truth. That's what analytical life track analysis can do for you. So who are these 7 lords? Who are these 7 lords, the lords of the cycles? Well, Thoth says they sit in the dark halls. What are the dark halls? Thoth wants us to go inside and find light in darkness. And he says the 7 lords sit in dark halls. And he said that we need to go inside to our dark. There's 7 units of consciousness from cycles above. They're outside of time. And that they manifest to guide us into all knowledge. Seek ye first the knowledge of the kingdom, and all these things will be added unto you. Love yourself, and then love your neighbor. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Who are the 7? What is the number 7, spiritually speaking? It's the thinker. It's the searcher of truth. It's the one that tries to understand the underlying, the hidden. It knows that true reality is hidden, ladies and gentlemen. And Thoth talks about words that come without a sound. This is all a riddle. You're starting to see it. The essence of etheric communication is without sound. And I'll almost guarantee you that if you hear words, you haven't heard from the true gods. The realm of the true gods knows no time, and it knows no sound. It's the still, small voice of the spirit. The etheric realm knows not any verbal or audible, I should say, communication. Who are these lords that sit in dark halls? There's 7 units of higher consciousness. They lead us and guide us into the knowledge of the all. They're the thinker, the searcher of truth. Ladies and gentlemen, it's hidden within thine own flame, these 7 lords. They come from beyond time, these 7 lords. And time is not on your side. Don't care what they say. Don't be deceived by time. And the Lords teach from infinity's end, which is beyond time. The Lords will teach you all things. They will teach you the end. They will teach you the summation of all things. Ladies and gentlemen, who are these Lords? They sit in dark halls. There's 7 units of consciousness. They manifest to lead us into all truth. Guess what? No, the 7 Lords aren't Sandra and I. The 7 Lords are you. The 7 Lords are you. The 7 Lords are a manifestation of your full, perfect, higher self, victorious over space and time, and omniscient. I didn't plan that, but it worked out. They're manifestations of your full, perfect, higher self, victorious over space and time, and omniscient. That's 7. The Lords are you. Wayne says, show me a God. There's 2 right there. In fact, there's 1 right there. There's a male Elohim and a male Eloha and a female Eloha, and together it is an Elohim. We are Elohim. We are the Lords that teach us and guide us. We are in the darkness of our own self. That's where we find it. We lead and guide ourselves into all truth. I think this is what Thoth was trying to tell us here in tablet number 7. I really do. I know that I've probably weirded some of you out, but that's okay because you're used to that on this show. Let's go back into the chat room. Let's take a look at it. Gary says tablet 7 is one of his favorite tablets. Thank you so much, Michelle. Hello from Fairmont, Illinois. So it was an Illinois kind of night today. That it is price to sell. Ignoring your fellow man. Darwinism. Don't look back in anger. One must go through the fire like the forest post lightning. Hiya, guys. Don't let the past break you. Jama Barker, absolutely nice to see you. This is the secret I will reveal. The 7 chakras. Maybe, Carol. Maybe. I say we're the 7 Lords. Read between the lines. It's that intuitive notion. When you sound the chakra sound in your head, you awaken the chakra vibrations. I have 3 7s in my birthday, says Michelle. Wow. Thinking The deity Darties. Thank you so much, Michelle. Weirdo. Predestined Darties. Thank you, Michelle. By developing the chakras, reaching the balance of the IDA and the pineal, you finally reach a state of elevation to different realms and light experience. I think that's probably true. I think that's probably true. So it's very interesting. And I really do think that Thoth is trying to show us and teach us that the divinity is within each and every one of us, and that we really set ourselves free. Thank you, Jason. Because at the end of the day, no one's coming back to save you. No one gets out of here alive. And if you want to get saved, you really have to save yourself. You really have to save yourself. It's your honor. It's your privilege. You are the Lord you're looking for. You are the Savior you're looking for. You are the Redeemer that you're looking for. That makes even more, underlines even more that the way out is the way in and the way through. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. I wish you namaste, because the divinity in me does recognize and honor the divinity in you. I salute you for being here, seeking after truth. If you'd like to get the LIFETRACK analysis, if you'd like to get the cards of truth, birth card analysis, or the compatibility analysis, go to jeffreydaugherty.com. Hey, Chrissy. Go to serpentanddove.org. Go to rawreflections.org if you want to learn how to meditate and need help specifically from Sandra with addictions, with recovery, with conscious parenting, with relationship optimization. We actually work together on that. So we're here to try to help you realize you're divine, you're sovereign, you're free. We're here to try to help you unindoctrinate yourself, and that is an inside job. And we can't do the work for you, but we will point you the way. And if you'll get fluffy for the free 15-day trial on both the house and your cell phone, you can have 30 days of a high consciousness environment, at least 500 on the Dawkins scale. And that can allow you to get yourself more than down on the road to ultimate victory. Until next time, I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, thanking you for being here and encouraging you to ask yourself questions, to question answers, and, ladies and gentlemen, create yourself and live the life that you'll love.